everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Tweet Talks. That's right, y'all. Here at Tweet Talks, we talk about life, love, relationships, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our show. All right, y'all. So welcome to today's episode of Tweet Talks. All right, so today's episode is entitled Dating a Man That Makes Good Money. Okay. I know y'all are listening and y'all are saying, what is good money? Like, ain't all money good money? Well, we're talking about income wise. And with that being said, because this podcast is listened to all over the world, we don't want to minimize it to different regions and different states and different areas. So if we were talking about a man that makes good money, we're just going to entitle it a man that makes between 40 to 50,000 over his intended income to live. With that being said, this man has got a job, he's making money, and he makes 40 to 50,000 over what he was needing to live, which means that he's living nicely. Okay, so when we say a man that makes good money, we're going to use those terms. All right. So as I always tell y'all, this podcast episode is based on some conversation with my good girlfriends. Now, y'all know that these good girlfriends, okay, don't always want to be known because this is my podcast. So this is what I do. So I'll be the one to deliver the goods. Okay. So in this conversation, we were talking and some of my girlfriends said, is this man that makes good money, is he easily noticeable? Like, how do you look at a man and say he makes good money? So of course, everybody raised their hand like, girl, yes. Are we surprised? No. Because normally, based on our discussion, a man that makes good money normally has nice cars, he dresses nicely, or he has nice clothes based on if it's like a day he may be off of work. He's got some toys, he maybe has some extra bling. He's got some things that are noticeable for people to know that he's got it like that, okay? So he is pretty much very well noticed as far as the money he makes, okay? Now, we also discussed, is this man unattractive? Now, y'all know there's those men that make good money and they're unattractive and they normally go harder. Yes, y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all don't want to hear this. This episode is for my ladies and for my males. Y'all need to listen because your girl is putting you on, okay? Normally, the ones that are unattractive may go a little bit harder at the extras than the man that's attractive, because normally the man that's attractive, he's into his physique. He may have pride in his looks. He may go to the gym. He may be big on getting haircuts or whatever his thing is. Okay. And normally when you meet this guy that makes good money, the initial meeting him, that first impression is either one or the other. It'll either be a big or a small thing. Okay. Because there's some men that make good money and they want to awe you. They want to see that awe when they see that you have noticed that, okay, she realizes that I make good money. Then you have the ones that'll tell you straight out. They'll tell you, and then you got the ones that'll they'll be a little low key at the beginning because they want to see that off figure or how they can manipulate you into changing how you deal with them based on disclosing information about how much money they make. That's that aha, but it's true. Okay. Another thing that we actually talked about is, do they reveal their finances? Yes, they do. It may be through material things, or it'll be just conversation. They'll make sure they let you know, or they may compare something that they have to somebody else just to let you know, hey, I'm bankrolling. Okay. And what a lot of men that make a lot of money or they're living good, what they don't understand is us women know immediately if we're willing to stay or we're just here to enjoy the time. It's something us women know. Because you can be around a man for a certain amount of time, pick up on certain vibes about him, and it'll tell you whether, okay, I'm just going to have fun with this or I'm just going to be here for the long haul. Okay, it's something, and a lot of times a man that makes good money, he's not paying that much attention. He's paying more attention on how he has you. Is he able to manipulate you with his things? with his things. And I mean, when I say things, I'm talking about material things. Now, ain't nothing else. I'm talking about strictly the material things. Okay. And a lot of times, these men that make good money, they are not used to being seen for who they are. Okay. They're used to simply being viewed for what they have. They're like always looking to tip the scale. They have a huge ego, and that's just their thing. They're not big on being seen for and being with a woman that really likes them for who they are. So a lot of times they're used to using the finances or their financial situation to kind of lure her in. Okay, because normally he feels like, having money is the key. And if you don't want to go along with it, you're easily replaced. Y'all ladies know that are listening, y'all know a man that makes good money, he always wants to make you feel like you are easily replaced. And a lot of times, ladies, that is a manipulative thing that a lot of men tend to make you feel, because you have to look at it like this. If you and I are in this space together, how easily is it for me to be replaced? You gotta put that in your mind, okay? So it's a part of you accepting them for who they are, as being a person that earns a larger income. Okay, so that's what they want. They want to be able to control how you feel. Okay. Now, something else that we discuss. They often feel like the reality for them could be killing themselves to keep this lifestyle. Okay. And that's one reason why they treat women the way they do, because a lot of times these men that are living this lifestyle, they are damn near dead. Let's just talk about it. Because they got to keep this money rolling. They got to keep this lifestyle going. They got to keep the cars. They got to keep the trucks. They got to keep the whatever toys or things they're into. They got to keep them things rolling. And it ain't easy. Okay, if you look at the average Joe, he's keeping it rolling. When you're making big money, you got to keep that. How does that? It's goes along with that. And it's basically, once you got to keep that thing rolling. You got to keep that thing rolling, keep everything else rolling, and that is the reality of it all. Okay, these men are so used to getting women by what they have that it makes them really uncomfortable and nervous when they meet a woman that really doesn't. When they meet a woman that is really there for them, for not for what they have, or that's just into their being as a person, these men are really intimidated by her, because it's almost like seeing a ray of light in the dark for so long. It's difficult for them. And you got to really put yourself in that position and understand, you know what? This is true. This is very true. It's difficult if you're used to, and it's very similar to women. If a woman is used to dating men that are interested in her for what she has financially, used to dating men that are interested in her for sex, it's difficult when she meets somebody that just does not show those qualities. It'll kind of make you question yourself constantly. So this is a quick, short episode, getting to the point, and it was really just an update from a conversation of a group of girls that we had discussing when a man makes a certain amount of money, you gotta really be the kind of female that's willing to just go along with his flow. I mean, and there's some women that do that. There's a lot of women that say, you know what, girl, he's making that moolah, baby. He's doing this, he's doing that. Hey, he can have whatever he likes. And that's okay for those women. The same way there's some women that say, you know what, my value is important. Even though a lot of men tend to think that when a woman says that her value is important, is what he can do for her. Not just that. Sometimes it's the value of what you can do for her can easily be replaced by how you simply treat her, how you value her as a person. Okay? All right, y'all. This came to y'all with this short, quick episode of some good girlfriend conversation. Y'all have a good evening and peace out. Okay, to all my listeners, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and continue to tap in the Tweet Talks. All right, tweet, y'all.